when your mom was living in California, she went on a date with Michael Jackson.
Yes. Well, okay. So it was actually in Ohio,
Okay.
Cleveland, Ohio. And she was like 14 or 13. It's one of her Facebook profile pictures, but she basically ran into the Jackson 5 while they were playing tennis, and she spent the whole day with them. And then her and Michael were, I think, around similar ages, so he invited her to the show, but her parents didn't let her go. So they bought her a record instead, which honestly, like, I would resent my parents for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because not only does she have the picture of her and Michael, but then she has like her other profile pictures are her with Michael impersonators in different cities. So it's just like she really has committed to, being the person who met Michael Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever dream of the family band getting together?
No, they definitely they never pushed us to like become a family band or anything. We definitely grew up completely engulfed and surrounded in music, mostly because of my dad's just unbelievable music taste and him just always putting on music and then being like, listen, you hear the maracas coming right here. And just like slowly across the years, it started to kind of teach us how to break down music.
Some videos and pictures that we think need some more explaining.
I'm nervous.
So here's the first one.
Cute, grad day.
No, we don't! We never need a man!
Oh my god, I'm turning red again. Literally never knew that video existed. I would post that myself, and I almost look good in that.
Well, I'm happy to send it over afterwards.
We never need a man.
Yeah.
Ever.
Is that your...
That's something that I live by.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like after the Fuck You song, it kind of works.
Yes, totally. The next song that I have coming out, Nobody's Baby, is also a bit of a fuck you to just the concept in general of needing a partner. You don't need a partner to be fulfilled and to have a good time and to love yourself and to be sex positive and own a dildo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally.
So that's what my next song is about.
Yeah.
But that video specifically was from our graduation party in 2020.
This one's for you.
I literally cannot wait for this.
Oh yeah, dude. So that is in the. That is me and Spearsy in Kingston, and we had just played a show at the Mansion.
The Mansion.
And we were fried, and we, in the ever glorious wisdom of marijuana, decided to bestow upon us this idea to say, "Yo, we should DM the Kingston police on Instagram to inform them of our condition." And it was, at the time, possibly one of the funniest things I ever heard. But looking back on it now, it's just a wonderful little heartwarmer of me and Spearsy being funny guys.
I think it's absolutely hilarious.
That's wonderful.
All right. Well, the next one is...
All right, guys. 5 minutes to show. So we're pushing the set by 20 minutes. So just chill.
Okay, I just got like very like...
Yeah, I also felt that.
Hot, like, watching that.
And you worked out beside Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Oh, yeah. I lived in New York. I lived in New York, so, and he lived in my building. So just to see him on like the treadmill, me and my roommate were like, 100% Bill Nye.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny.
Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
You know what? At the end of that tour, I passed kidney stones. Oh. It was fucking
Oh,
brutal.
no.
Well, I'd never been on a bus tour before, or like, oh, it's catering every night. It's like, well, I guess I'll get another piece of cheesecake. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, you wake up, and you're like, your body like relaxes, like, oh, damn. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done that MDMA in Vancouver as well. And then you just get home and you're like, your body collapses.
Right.
Like, truly.
Yeah.
Feist and Peaches picked me up from fucking the emergency.
No way.
I'm just like lying in the hall. Yeah, it didn't even get a room. I was just in the hallway, like on fucking morphine.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway,
What a story.
not my shining. Well, but that tour was.
I'm thinking of like the first time I drank, but the first time I had a Mickey of like Smirnoff or whatever that I made, like I put Jolly Ranchers in.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, like 100 blue Jolly Rancher. I'm like, this is gonna make it so nice. And I was fucked. I couldn't walk. My dad had to fireman carry me out of my friend's house.
Fair.
That just reminds me of just like, so I just drink the whole thing and chase it with Vex, and I'm okay.
Yeah. So
And
that's how people drink, right?
Blue raspberry Jolly Rancher vodka.
And I
with
drank the whole
Vex.
thing. I was face down dead,
So we
and
have-
my dad carried me out, and I had to go to a funeral at 7 a.m. And if we could just like dive
What
into
is
that
that?
a bit more. What's a funeral? Oh.
What?
So.
That's Warheads flavored, which is like Jolly Rancher. Like,
Can I try that?
that's the same guys as these, which have been on like other episodes. Which is like, it's super sour. It's delicious. You know what?
And if I
Pour
could
me
just
some
go
too.
into my trauma some more. So when I woke up for that funeral, after puking all night, my mom said, you have to come to Cousin Joe's funeral. May he rest in peace.
Cousin Joe. R.I.P.
We went to it first at 6:30 in the morning. We went to a Tim Hortons drive-through.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you want-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I took your
Yeah.
yeah. That's your
Like,
cup. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We don't get drunk.
We went to a Tim Hortons drive-through to just maybe like, get a little snack first at 6:30 in the morning. I said, "May I have some water? I'm dying." And my brother said, "Let her learn her lesson." So they didn't order me any water. Then at the cemetery after like the wake, let's just take this first. Delicious.
Cousin Joe.
That's really good.
It's really good. And it's so
Ooh.
sour.
Really good. We're at the cemetery. I'm so thirsty I could die. I also had sprained both of my wrists, so they were both wrapped up like this.
Hungover at a funeral.
I was dead.
McDonald's.
And I'm like,
man.
water. I see them watering the flowers of the cemetery. And like, you know, like those like little pipes where you put the hose to the pipe.
Yeah.
I just fucking unleashed. And there I am in my black little dress, 2 arms, just sizzling the water into my mouth. And everyone's like, what's wrong with her? And I had to be like, I'm dead. This is my funeral.
You've never told me.
It's a deep cut.
It's so
And
good.
if I may, in under 30 seconds, I like to deep cut. So one time I was a part of a Hannah Montana study for University of Toronto. They wanted to know.
This is so good. You're bringing this up.
They wanted to know if you put a child in front of a TV watching Hannah Montana,
If they'll eat more.
if they will eat more pizza or whatever food they put than if you weren't watching Hannah Montana. So I did both days. One day I go in, Hannah Montana's on. I'm crushing the pizza. I'm like, whatever you put in front of me, I will eat. The next day, no Hannah Montana, just a white Walden pizza. I'm crushing the same amount of pizza.
You were like you weren't the right candidate for this.
I like that this is gonna go from like pre-3 shots to when I'm like, yes, thank you for that beautiful question, to like, and there we are, University of Toronto,
Crushing
Hannah Montana.
pizza. Also the segue from like, yeah, I was drinking water at a funeral to like crushing pizzas watching Hannah Montana. Probably my favorite interview.
I'm gonna miss drinking.
R.I.P. Accutane.
For John is I was following you on Instagram for a while, and you were posting these series of images on your story that made no sense to me, and then this one was the cat. So first, what kind of is these I guess photo dumps, and what is this?
These are mainly just pictures that I will always save like stupid pictures and then usually send to like, I don't know, like you guys or my girlfriend. That cat picture was from you. That's the one with the eyebrow? Oh no.
It looked like a mask. It looked like a V for Vendetta mask.
Yeah.
Or Guy Fawkes, I guess.
But no, the picture of I think she's covered in shaving cream.
Yeah, it looked like it.
I paint houses for a living.
Yeah.
And it was something to do with that. I think it's like, it was a reference to people when they do caulking. And they just get absolutely covered in caulking, which I do. Like my pants are covered in caulking.
Yeah.
But Simon, who's our drummer, he used to have a caulking business, and he taught me a way to do it with like, I mean, you basically just have a rag with you, and then you use like soapy water, so it doesn't get all over you. And I caulked my bathroom today, and I still got all over me.
Our next bit we're gonna go into is called Concrete Jungle Wing Street Tomato.
Concrete jungle with dreams.
what is your song lyric that you have commonly misheard in the time of your life? And if you can't think of one, you can have one that a friend has said to you.
Oh,
and if you
okay,
really
any
don't
famous
have one,
song.
Any song that was like, you swore the lyric was this, ended up being that.
Starbucks, Taylor Swift. No, I knew you were gonna say that because everybody thought it was that. Okay, got along with Starbucks lovers.
Starbucks lovers.
Everybody thought it was that. Everybody
That's a
thought
good
it was
one.
that.
Sarah took that one. Charlie, if you don't have one,
okay.
I have one written down if you want to call to the booth. Call a friend.
I want to call it up. Let's see what this is.
It's going to sound like nonsense when you read it, but it is specifically, I chose this one with you in mind. Let's see if you can get it. I'm going to be shocked if you can understand what this is.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
Pink pajamas, penguin on my body.
It's from Circle of Life. From Lion King. Pink pajama, penguin on my body.
Yeah!
And it's one that like no one really ever knew what they were singing.
The penguin on my body. Pajama penguin on my body. Do the harmony. Pajama penguin. No, do the harmony. I can't do it. Yes, you can, Sarah. Pajama penguin on my body.
Leave me alone.
Penguin on my body.
Pajama penguin
on my body. Pajama penguin on my body.
It's the circle.
It's the circle.
Okay.
Written down right here. You want to call it up?
Sure.
All right, we're calling it up.
Is this one that I've got wrong?
No, this is just a commonly misheard
Gotcha.
song lyric. Take a read, see if you know what song it is. If not, I'll let you know. It is pretty wacky.
I don't know.
So it's actually Bohemian Rhapsody. Can you get it now?
I don't even know if I can.
Spared him his life from his one sausage. RV bachelor party story.
Oh my god, dude. A lot of
take the wheel, Kyle.
a lot of censored things, but you know, I was the last up in the list of people, so I couldn't drink the whole time. So everyone's partying,
Everyone's worst nightmare.
doing their shift, and I have to sit there sober drinking Gatorade while everyone gets, you know what that situation's like. Being the sober guy in the middle of the party.
I got drunk immediately. I was like, I'm not driving. I'm gonna make that abundantly clear.
So we get to West
Sorry.
Virginia. It's beautiful. John Denver's right about it. Or, I mean, yeah, anyway. We pull into a gas station. My first time driving this thing, pull out, rip the back end off of it right away.
Immediately.
Like 14 seconds into my trip.
One of those little, like, you know those little U steel beams that are like by the pumps?
Yeah,
One of those.
Blocking you from smashing into the pump so you don't blow it up.
Yeah.
That's what I...
And then the hose for the shitter was dragging out the back, so we had this big blue hose.
We nicknamed it the Piss Rocket. It stunk of piss by Virginia. It was a good idea at the start, but then it turned into...
Hindsight's 20/20.
There you go.
And by the way, kids, if you Google Map something that says 15 hours, you're going to have to add a lot of hours to that.
More
Because
than
there's going to be
that.
some stops. You might crash.
The RV doesn't go too quick.
You gotta use Waze. Waze is
Yeah.
You're right, man.
Apple Maps is 28 hours.
I thought we were gonna get pulled over for sure because we bungee corded the bumper was going like this, and like if you hit a bump, you'd hear it go like on the road, and you're like, this isn't good. A bunch of Canadians were in the middle of wherever the fuck in America, and
the one guy's like, pet my beard in the convenience store. Hey, buddy, pet my beard.
Like
that's where we were.
We're trying to get the fuck out of here, is what we're trying to do
Yeah,
because the RV is folded in half.
Yeah.
Like there was a hole in the side of it.
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
We made it. I mean, we got there.
Yeah.
We got into a fight with the RV company for a while, but
the best part too was we got to the place in Hilton Head and we pull up and everyone's on their last wits. Like people are on their
they're now
phone.
hungover, right? The
And
party is done.
people are going to book their flights because they're like, fuck this. I don't even want to be there for the bachelor party.
Tensions
I'm leaving.
are high.
Yeah.
And we get to the gate and the lady's like, no RVs allowed.
And I was like,
yeah. We got through it though.
Yeah.
Our buddy went and talked to her and he was just like, look, this is a tree you don't want to bark up.
Yeah.
You're going to have to let us in. And we said we were going to drive in, drop off, and leave, and we just stayed.
Yeah.
And
What are they gonna do? Tow an RV? It doesn't even have a back bumper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where are you going to tow it? Good luck.
Yeah.
That's your problem. Hey, oh,
you damaged it. It was perfect before.
Yeah.
that was the whole plan the whole time.
Yeah,
man.
that-
I didn't
that
want to be
should have
towed
been-
when we
yeah.
get to the place. Yeah.
That should have been the move.
Oh my God.
Perfect.